Good morning, students. In previous class, that is class 4, we already covered that is some chemical property, that is alkylation, acylation. Alkylation means action with alkyl halide, acylation action with acid chloride and acid anhydride, and action with nitrous acid. I give a little idea again, recap this one. Alkylation, when amine reacts with excess of alkyl halide, then what happens? 1 degree amine transfer to 2 degree amine, 2 degree amine transfer to 3 degree amine, and finally quaternary ammonium salt is formed. This process, this conversion of primary amine to quaternary ammonium salt is known as exhaustive alkylation. If we add methyl bromide or methyl iodide, then it is known as exhaustive methylation. Next, acylation. That means amine reacts with acid chloride and acid anhydride. If we react with acetyl chloride, then it is known as acetylation. If it reacts with benzoyl chloride, then known as benzoylation. So aniline, when undergoes benzoylation, then that reaction to for derivative of acid amide, that reaction is known as Schotten-Baumann reaction. Next is action with nitrous acid, the very important one. It is used to distinguish the different type of amine. 1 degree amine distinguished by this one due to the liberation of nitrogen gas. The 2 degree amine is especially 2 degree amine is identified by this test, that is known as Lieberman nitroso test. While 3 degree amine, when 3 degree aliphatic amine reacts with nitrous acid, a water soluble compound is formed. While aromatic amine, when it reacts, a green color water insoluble compound is formed. Mark that, I repeat this equation again. When 3 degree amine reacts with a nitrous acid, what is the form? Trimethyl ammonium nitrite, water soluble. While aromatic amine, it is known as trimethylamine. While aromatic amine reacts with nitrous acid HOH to form green colored water insoluble compound, that is P-nitroso NN dimethyl aniline. This green color water insoluble compound. In this way, these are important one to identify the different types of amine. Today, in class 5, we discuss some other chemical properties. Let us discuss one by one. First one is action with chloroform. The first chemical property is action with chloroform. It is known as carbyl amine reaction. The important one, it is the important one which is used to distinguish, identify 1 degree amine from other. So what is the statement? When primary amine warm with chloroform in presence of alcoholic potash, alkyl isocyanide A unpleasant smelling compound is formed alkyl isocyanide or alkyl carbylamine. Mark the equation. Primary amine, its name is methylamine, heated with chloroform in presence of alcoholic potash, methyl isocyanide or methyl isocyanide or carbylamine is formed, which are very unpleasant smelling. Similarly, if we select aniline or phenylamine heated with chloroform in presence of alcoholic potash, phenyl isocyanide or phenyl carbylamine is formed, which has very unpleasant smelling compound. In this reaction, I repeat again, this carbylamine reaction is important one, which is used only to identify 1-digramine from others. Next reaction is action with Grignard reagent. Mark that. The second chemical property is action with Grignard reagent. RMGX. What is the statement? When primary and secondary amine, both aliphatic and aromatic, reacts with the Grignard reagent, alkane is formed corresponding to the alkyl group of Grignard reagent. Whatever may be the alkyl group of amine 1 degree or 2 degree, it does not depend upon that one, it depends upon the alkyl group of Grignard reagent. Mark the equation. Methylamine reacts with Grignard reagent methyl magnesium bromide, so H and CH3 to form CH4 plus MgNHCH3. The byproduct, main product is methane. Similarly, its name is methylamine. If we select 2 degree, that is dimethylamine, reacts with methyl magnesium bromide, same thing is there, that is CH4 plus MgNCH3 whole twice. Mark that, it is dimethylamine. Similarly, if we select aniline, its name is aniline, reacts with methyl magnesium bromide, what happened? To form CH4 plus Mg NHC6H5. So mark the equation, whether we select 1 degree amine or 2 degree amine, whether we select aliphatic amine or aromatic amine, then alkane is formed here. Alkyl group of Grignard reagent play an important role to the formation of corresponding alkane. It is the second method, that is action with Grignard reagent. Next, we switch over to third method, that is action with carbon disulfide. It is an important reaction, otherwise known as Hofmann mustard oil reaction. Mark the equation. Third one, next chemical property, it is action with carbon disulfide. It is known as Hofmann mustard oil reaction. mustard oil reaction. CH3NH2, that is methylamine, reacts with the carbon disulfide. When it is warm with carbon disulfide, what is it formed? CH3NHC SH. Again reacts with the mercury chloride to form CH3NCS plus HGS plus 2HCl. Its name is methyl isothiocyanate. Its name is dithiamethyl carbamic acid. Mark the statement. What is the statement? When primary amine, aliphatic and aromatic, primary amine warm with carbon disulfide, what is it formed? Dithioalkyl carbamic acid is there. Dithioalkyl carbamic acid is there, which is decomposed by mercury chloride to form alkyl isothiocyanate, a pungent smelling compound, smell like that of mustard oil. That's why it is known as Hoffman mustard oil reaction. So for example, if we select methylamine, then it will form dithiomethyl carbamic acid and decomposed by mercury chloride to form methyl isothiocyanate, the smell like that of mustard oil. So it is known as Hoffman mustard oil reaction. It is an important reaction to identify primary amine from other. So if we select methylamine, then methyl isothiocyanate. If we select aniline or phenylamine, then final product is C6H5NCS plus HGS plus 2HCl. Its name is phenyl isothiocyanate. Smell like that of mustard oil. I repeat again, it is an important reaction which is used to distinguish, identify primary amine from other amine. Next reaction is action with benzene sulfonyl chloride, that is known as Hinsberg reagent. Mark the equation. A very important reaction. It is also used to identify primary amine from other. That is action with benzene sulfonyl chloride, that is known as Hinsberg reagent. Mark that. What is the statement? When primary amine reacts with, treated with Hinsberg reagent, that is benzene sulfonamide, followed by reaction with alkali, a soluble salt is formed, while 2-degree amine form insoluble salt. Mark the equation. Read methylamine treated with benzene sulfonyl chloride, benzene sulfonyl chloride. It is known as Hinsberg reagent. It is known as methylamine or 1-degree amine. When reacts, this H combines with Cl to form HCl. What is the product form? C6H5 SO2 NHCH3. That is N-methyl benzene sulfonamide. What is the form? N-methyl benzene sulfonamide is the form, which is treated with aqueous KOH, to form a water soluble compound. Mark that. This H, this OH combine to release as water to form C6H5 SO2 N. That is, it's known as potassium salt of N-methyl benzene sulfonamide. It is water soluble. Compound. I repeat again. When primary amine, that is methylamine, reacts with benzene sulfonide chloride, that is Hinsberg reagent. What is the form? N-methyl benzene sulfonamide is the form, which dissolve in alkali to form a water soluble compound that is known as potassium salt of N-methyl benzene sulfonamide. On the other hand, if we select 2-degree amine, then it is not soluble in alkali. Mark the equation. If we select 2-degree amine, that is CH3, NH, that is dimethyl amine, 2-degree amine. What happened? When 2-degree amine, dimethylamine reacts with benzene sulfonyl chloride, what is the form? C6H5 SO2 N CH3. It is known as NN dimethyl benzene sulfonamide. It form NN dimethyl benzene sulfonamide, which is insoluble in aqueous alkali. Mark that. I repeat again. If primary amine, if we select a primary amine, that is methylamine, then it will form a water soluble potassium salt of N-methyl benzene sulfonamide. On the other hand, if we select 2-degree amine, that is dimethylamine, when it reacts with the benzene sulfonyl chloride, in present dissolved in KOH, it is insoluble in one, which is a form NN dimethyl benzene sulfonamide. It is not soluble in alkali. So in this way, one is able to use this one Hinsberg reagent to distinguish between 1-degree amine from 2-degree amine. The tertiary amine, it is all about primary amine and secondary amine. Tertiary amine does not respond to this Hinsberg reagent. Mark that. Whether it is primary amine or secondary amine, this replaceable H combines here. Since in tertiary amine, no replaceable H is there, so it will not respond to Hinsberg reagent. That these are the important reaction which is used for the identification of primary amine, secondary amine, and tertiary amine. Next, we discuss about electrophilic substitution reaction. Mark that. Next property is electrophilic substitution reaction in aromatic amine, or especially that is aniline. Next one is electrophilic substitution reaction. We already marked that while writing the resonating structure of aniline. We observe that the lone pair of electron or electron density is much more available at ortho and para position. So, ortho and para position with respect to NH2 group in aniline. That's why amino group NH2 group is ortho and para directing group. Due to strong activating group, this NH2 group of aniline undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction quickly. It is a difficult one due to strong activating group NH2 group. It is a difficult one to stop to form a monosubstituted product. Generally, it reacts quicker to form a tri-substituted product, but sometimes it is necessary to get a monosubstituted product. That's why it is necessary to check the activity, to reduce the activity, and it is possible by acetylation, means action with acid chloride or acid anhydride. We know that the acyl group CH3CO group is electron withdrawing group, withdraw the lone pair of electron from nitrogen of the amine as a result of which excessive electron density is not available on nitrogen atom of aniline. As a result, it is unable to donate the lone pair of electron to the benzene ring. So the reactivity gradually decreases. It is known as protection of the amino group, and this is carried out by acetylation. So it is necessary whenever we want to produce a monosubstituted product. So under this heading, we discuss three chemical properties. One is halogenation, one is nitration, and one is sulfonation. Let us discuss one by one. First one is halogenation. Mark that. Same thing is there. Due to strong activating group of NH2 of the amine, that is aniline, when it reacts with bromine, it forms a symmetrical tri-substituted product. Mark that. For example, when aniline treated with bromine water, it forms 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 tribromoaniline plus 3 HBr. Its name is aniline. So, but sometimes we need to get a monosubstituted product. That's why it is necessary to check the activity group of NH2 group, and it is carried out by acetylation. So before going to bromination, first the NH2 group is protected by acetylation. Then it is regenerated followed by hydrolysis. Mark the equation. First we write aniline reacts with acetic anhydride. Mark that. What happened? CH3COOH, its name is aniline. Byproduct CH3COH. What is the form? NHCOCH3. CH3CONH, it is H, means acetamide. So total is N-phenyl acetamide, or it is known as acetanilide. Now this is protected. Now it is undergoes bromination. Reacts with bromine in presence of acetic acid. Mark that. As it is OP director, what is the form? NHCOCH3 O isomer, NHCOCH3 P isomer, means O bromo acetanilide and p-bromoacetanilide is formed. Then it is undergoes hydrolysis in presence of acid medium. Mark that. Here H, here OH, H, OH. Remove as acetic acid. What is the product? Mark that. NH2 O isomer. It is NH2 P isomer. Para isomer is the major product. Para isomer is the major product. O isomer is the minor product. Its name is O-bromoaniline. O-bromoaniline. Its name is p-bromoaniline. I repeat again. The para isomer is the major product. So when first aniline is protected by acetylation to form N-phenyl acetamide or acetanilide, then it is separated. That means this group is separated by hydrolysis to form a monosubstituted product. It is about halogenation. Next is nitration. Mark that. Next property is nitration. Direct nitration of aniline is not possible due to the following two difficulties. Direct nitration, second is nitration. Mark that. Direct nitration of aniline is not possible due to the two difficulties. What are the two difficulties? Mark that. The NH2 group activating group being susceptible to oxidation. So, a little amount of oxidation product is formed along with a nitrated product. Point two. As this nitration carried out in acid medium, so NH2 of amine, that is aniline, accept being basic in nature, accept a proton to form anilinium ion. And that anilinium ion being meta-director, so form what is the product? That is a mixture of O isomer, M isomer and P isomer is formed. Mark that. When aniline reacts with concentrated nitric acid in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, that is the product is formed. 3 isomer is formed. Para isomer, meta isomer plus ortho isomer. It is 51% availability. It is 47%. It is 2%. Mark that. Mixture of product is formed. So, in order to avoid this difficulty, first, before going to the nitration, its name is aniline. Before going to the nitration, it is first necessary to undergo acylation. Then, by protecting it, then it undergoes nitration to form the monosubstituted product. Mark the equation. So, in order to overcome these two difficulties, it is necessary to protect the amino group first by acetylation. Mark that. NH2 react with acetic anhydride. Mark that. Same byproduct is there. That is acetic acid. Its name is aniline. What is the form? N-phenyl acetamide or acetanilide. Then reacts with concentrated HNO3 in presence of concentrated H2SO4 to form mixture of O isomer plus P isomer. Then this mixture followed by hydrolysis in presence of mineral acid HOH, HOH, regenerate to form monosubstituted product NH2 NO2 plus NH2 NO2. I repeat again. Here the P isomer is the major product, O isomer is the minor product. It is known as P nitro aniline. It is known as O nitro aniline. So, in order to, I repeat again, in order to get the monosubstituted product, first necessary to protect the amino group by acetylation. Then it is regenerated by hydrolysis. So, halogenation, nitration, last one is sulfonation. The last chemical property under electrophilic substitution reaction is sulfonation. When aniline undergoes sulfonation, that is heated with concentrated sulfuric acid at 455 Kelvin to 475 Kelvin, a product is formed known as P-amino, para-amino benzene sulfonic acid, para-amino benzene sulfonic acid, or it is known as sulfanilic acid. Mark that equation. When aniline reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid, its name is aniline, being base accept a proton to form NH3 plus dot HSO4 minus. That is anilinium hydrogen sulfate. Anilinium hydrogen sulfate when heated with 455 Kelvin to 475 Kelvin, what happens? It is ortho and para director. A para, here H is there, 1H, 1H, 1O. On heating, loses a molecule of water to form the major product NH3 plus SO3 minus. It is known as Joiter ion. What is Joiter ion? Both acidic group and a basic group in ionic form is there. It is acidic group able to donate a proton. It is a basic group able to accept a proton. That is known as Joiter ion. Undergoes rearrangement. Mark that. One H plus transfer to here to form final product is there. NH2 SO3H. Mark that this H plus transfer to here, plus minus cancel, SO3 transfer to SO3H, NH3 plus transfer to NO2. As it is a powerful group, it is the principal functional group, it is the substituent, that is prefix, its name is para amino benzene sulfonic acid. Para amino benzene sulfonic acid or sulfanilic acid. Para amino benzene sulfonic acid or sulfanilic acid, and it is Joiter ion. I repeat again, both acidic group, basic group are there in ionic form, which rearrangement to form sulfanilic acid. It is all about the electrophilic substitution reaction. Then we discuss about the how to distinguish the different type of amines. 2 to 3 methods are there. Mark that. That one already you cover. I just recap this one. How to distinguish the different type of amines. What are the different methods are there to distinguish the 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amines. So many methods are there. First one is action with chloroform, that is carbyl amine reaction. Carbyl amine reaction already covered. It is an important reaction to identify primary amine by formation of alkyl isocyanate very unpleasant smelling. Next one is action with carbon disulfide, that is otherwise also known as Hoffman's mustard oil reaction. Hoffman mustard oil reaction, mark that. It is also important reaction to identify 1 degree amine, because this 1 degree amine only the final product form a compound having mustard oil smell. That's why it is known as Hoffman mustard oil reaction. It is only one important method to identify 1 degree amine from other. Next one is action with benzene sulfonyl chloride. Action with benzene sulfonyl chloride, that is known as Hinsberg reagent. It is also an important reaction which is used to identify 1 degree amine, because when 1 degree amine or primary amine reacts with Hinsberg reagent, then it form a water soluble, finally reacts with alkali, it form water soluble compound, while 2 degree amine form water insoluble compound. So it is an important reaction to identify 1 degree amine. Okay. Next one is Lieberman action with nitrous acid. It is important one to identify 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amine. Primary amine identified by liberation of nitrogen gas. Secondary amine identified by Lieberman nitroso test. And tertiary amine also identified by formation of soluble salt. Aliphatic, aromatic is formation of insoluble salt. These are the method for the distinction of primary, secondary, tertiary amine. And last is uses. We know aliphatic amine used as a laboratory reagent and also solvent, while aromatic amine used in the manufacture of dyes, drugs, etc. It is all about the chapter nitrogen containing compound, that is amine. In next class we discuss another part of this one, that is known as benzene diazonium.